Absolutely, Jim. The issue there is that, telework, mobile work doesn't create performance issues. It just reveals them. And telework is just work. It's enabling the opportunities for people to do their work and to be much more flexible and ensure all of the benefits that we've talked about. So there are cultural issues in terms of looking at the demographics of the workforce. You've got 5 generations of people in the workforce. And if you look at it from the standpoint of the Generation Y, they're able to be much more productive in a mobile environment. They're used to the technology and the tools. This is nothing new to them.
Right.
And in order to attract the best and the brightest, we really need to be able to offer this to them and to allow them to be innovative and productive, as we have seen in this virtual PMO team. But it's basically creating those measures, creating a contract with the team, the individual workers. It's about flattening the organization, because that relationship when you're teleworking is not just between manager and employee. It's really between the people who are part of their work team, contracting, and holding each other accountable to the overall performance that they're contracting to deliver to the government. And it's about creating a government that really works. So the cultural piece of it is big. We look upon this as a huge transformational opportunity, looking at it from the sustainability perspective and the benefits to the environment, looking at it from a performance perspective and how by driving this and looking at it from the whole notion of sustainable workplace. So, we look at these 3 huge components and everything converging, because as we enable our mobile workforce. We have people that are out working and in alternate work sites, not generating GHG, and we have the opportunity to reduce our physical space, which here in the Washington area, the 18th and F location is going to basically converge 3 leased locations into 1 physical space.
Wow.
So we're going to be able to help agencies do that. But a big barrier is changing that mindset, changing that I have to manage you by presence. Well, you're sitting in the office. How do I know how productive you are? And it's interesting, because when you get into meetings with the unions, because this is a condition, a working condition, they will say, why is it that, I have to give you something different if I am working in another location where I have all of my productivity tools, as opposed to sitting here in the office? Isn't it my job? Isn't it just work? So we're really focused on measurement and being able to have those metrics that demonstrate the benefit of technology, of telework. And so the barrier that we see is cultural and managing that performance, because we also think that you can't say to an individual whose performance is maybe not where it needs to be, oh, you can't telework. Well, are we going to have detention where managers are going to be expected to sit in the office and manage employees whose performance is substandard?
Yeah, right.
Or are we going to address the performance issue and really create an organization of people who are able to perform anywhere?
Yeah, that's excellent.